Hi, I'm Harry, and welcome back for episode 2 of my Hardcore Iron Man journey, till death do us part. Small disclaimer, I've had a nightmare with the microphone in this episode, so yeah, whatever. Roll the intro. The first thing on today's to-do list is to get our prayer up, and for that we need wines, and obviously Varlamor's got us covered. This method requires a few steps, and one of the steps is to add sunfire splinters to these wines. Once you get your wines with sunfire splinters in them, take them to this altar on the Tiamat. You can bless your wines here. You can also unnote bones with this guy, and sunkiss them at the altar at the same time. If you break them down with a chisel, you'll have a bone pile like I've got on me. Obviously I mitigated this with early game hunter. So when you've got that bone pile in your wines, you combine them here at the libation bowl. You get 600 XP drops, and that's specifically because you've put the sunfire splinters in the wine. If you don't, and you just use regular wines that are blessed, you get 500. It's definitely worth going out your way a little bit just to get some sunfire splinters. They're easy enough to get. You can get them from Sunfire Antelope. When you run out of prayer, this is an altar. You can choose to take prayer potions if you want to. A lot of people do. I personally don't think there's any point. It will definitely speed up your XP rates if you do bring a prayer potion or two. But for the sake of Iron Men, I genuinely think it's a waste of time, or waste of resources at least. I feel like it's for the dopamine chasers more than anything. Like, look at the XP. That's crazy. And I'm walking to the altar. Just do that. Anyway, here's level 50. Nice. It's mad to think how hard this puzzle was back in the day. 130 moves to start with. It makes clue solve look so easy. Thank God for clue solver. Huge tip, bring 4 types of bones, monkey bones, and 4 gree-grees to make all of the gree-grees for RFD. Now, this is a massive demon. We are going to safe spot it. The gnomes in the arena do enough damage for us to go and last hit it, which we obviously do not do. Someone please explain to me why we didn't get that last hit. And that's Monkey Madness 1 complete. Let's head over to Diary to get our training. But most importantly, we can wield a dragon scimitar. Hence why we're chucking this on attack. 44 to 49. Cannot complain. Right, time to head over to the Sleeping Giants. But before we do that, we need some supplies. And obviously, our favourite area, Varlamor, has us covered. The blacksmith has loads of stock, so I recommend you use it. Right next to a bank too. That's the Sleeping Giants quest complete, and now we can quickly skip through and get level 50 with this sword. Happy days. Right, on to mining. I was only 2 levels out anyway, so I decided to go sandstone and get a head start on the crafting grind, because buckets of sand are needed in abundance. Here we go, the fun part of my hardcore Iron Man journey. Agrif Nar, Shadow of the Storm. All I wanted was a 10k range XP, but instead, I got this shit. I almost died to a very basic boss, and for some reason, I couldn't figure out how to deal with his combat style changes. When you're too far away from him, he teleports you close. If you pray melee, he attacks with mage. If you pray mage, he attacks with melee, so on and so forth. I had to telly out. I was panic eating a chisel at one point. I had to telly out, came back, and then flinched him to make him attack with the style I needed him to attack. And even then, I still managed to fuck that up. So, yeah, I made a meal like this, but we're not dead yet. The hardcore is still alive. So, here's me finishing off this wank demon and getting 10k range XP.
Riveting gameplay.
And that's another skill up to level 50. Level 50 fishing. We also got 100 permits, or 101 permits to open up, and to hopefully spoon a couple of items. So we'll leave this to run and see what we get. There we go, our first collection log from Tembros, Spirit Flakes, and the most common ones. Let's see what else we can get. And rolling in not long after, the soaked pages, which will be helpful if we get the Tome of Water. Let's see if we pull it. There it is. Who knew it was coming? That's the second time I've spooned this, and it's quite a good item to spoon now, especially with the release of the Royal Titans. Right, level 28 thieving. So the plan is to get to level 53 at the bare minimum for Desert Treasure. On the way, we're going to get the Rogue's outfit at level 50. Mainly because we want to be able to double pickpocket Master Farmer for Ranars and Snapdragons. Obviously it's dependent on farming level, so we'll work on that a little bit later, but yeah.
Collection log start.
Oh my god! I just got lucky! Holy shit! That Rocky bet is crazy. I got that at level 39, which puts me at about 35,000 XP. Not to mention, I grabbed it from a fruit stall, which, if you look at this now, it's a 1 in 124,000 chance to grab that. This account is going to be absolutely cracked out of his mind. I just need to keep the bastard thing alive. Anyway, moving on, we need 53, and I've done that with blackjacking. And in the process of blackjacking, I learned a little bit more of an efficient way of doing it, which most people would already know, but if you don't, here's what I found out. Having a full invent at all times is much more efficient than having space in your invent. If you have space to complete a standard pickpocket, you have the chance to fail and have that time penalty. With a full invent, you remove the possibility and it will sound something like this. The bandits can enter combat on failed knockout attempts, but this is mitigated by spamming pickpocket on them. This is where the full invent saves you time. A knockout fail does not have the same stun effect as a failed pickpocket attempt. It also allows you to continue your normal actions. So as long as you click pickpocket on a bandit after a failed knockout attempt, it will stop him entering combat and you can freely go for another knockout. Key info for every knockout: 2 successful pickpockets per knockout. Knockout, pickpocket, pickpocket, repeat. Keep an eye on your XP drops, they will help you time your next knockout smoothly. And this is 53 for Desert Treasure. Moving on to the Rogue's kit. Hoping we're not here for too long. Last time I've done it, it took me about 10 runs. But yeah. And just like that, done in no time. 7 runs later, we got our 5th Rogue's equipment crate. And 4 Rogues. Let's go. That's actually a sick upgrade. I've got to get 83 Hunter to get a Glory, I think. So this is going to do fantastically for now. Cat! And this is for the Easy Diary. And I need this purely for the cooking place in Insidious. Right. All the food from Temporos got me to 49, which is quite nice. It's unlocked a fair few requirements in terms of RFD. So I can get some better gloves. I just need to iron out 70 as soon as possible. Got the starter requirements for RFD.
My dog stepped on a bee.
And we are going to start working towards Barrow's gloves, or at least ruin gloves, if we can. So, let's start with the goblins. A bowl of sick for gobbling these nuts completed. I made it first time. Always bring spares, because I've had this before where I fouled 6 and I had to hunt it all back down again. It was shit. Pirate Pit complete. Let's go. Dipped out to do Slug Menace. I need the proselyte for some upcoming Slayer training and low level bossing, because Prayer Drain is a bitch. Chompy Bird hunting completed for the Lumber's Guide, and Sketch, or what the f his name is. I managed to not record any of the BA grind, let alone buying the torso. So here's me pretending to buy it again. Oh look, a fighter torso. Congratulations. Moving on. Death Plateau completed. The best boot upgrade we're going to get for a while, because why do boots require such high level Slayer to get? Boots upgraded. On to the next upgrade. Right, we need 25 fletching for Fremennik Trials, because I want to get myself a Berserker helm, Sears and Archer's helm at some point. So I'm going to do it the smartest way I can think of, and that's buying out all these bronze bars. Don't know how many I'm going to get, and turn them into bronze darts so I can use them for tagging stuff in the future. Also, there's a huge reason I'm doing this specifically now, is because it's going to come in very handy for a certain boss that we're going to go and train on it in a little while. If you haven't figured it out, it's Scarius. We're fighting Scarius. The amount of actual time I spent buying the bronze bars and smithing them into dart tips wasn't actually that long, and you get rewarded with a fair amount of XP per hour, even at bronze level, which is pretty cool.
Level up completed.
I didn't make enough darts, so I ended up having to cut oaks for a little while, which is a little bit annoying. But it is what it is. Level 25. Let's get on with Fremennik Trials. Scariest part of this quest. Koshi. I don't know how to say it. First 3 phases are dangerous. They're not safe deaths. The 4th death is a safe death, even though it is terrifying because he hits you every single tick. Gonna trust in the process and believe we won't die. And sure enough, we get left on 1 HP. So if anyone's ever worried about this, don't be. Just don't die to phase 1, 2 or 3. Fremennik Trials complete. And Berserker Helm. Oh. RSD requirements complete. Now let's go and complete the dwarf portion of the quest. How am I expecting to survive on a hardcore when I click like I've got fucking Parkinson's? Dwarf complete. Hey, we got an upgraded cat. I'm actually going to sacrifice this for rat catchers specifically. Right, Evil Dave time. Quest helper is very helpful here. Make sure you read it if you struggle with the Evil Dave part. It's a lot simpler than it seems. Evil Dave complete, and another unlock for our Master's chest. Big words, no brain. Murder mystery for the Lumbridge Guide, and the LG complete, and Scratch complete. Alright, that's the most we can do for now, so we're going to pick up some adamant gloves. That's a really good upgrade for now, to be fair. 57 magic coming in. Nice. We went out of our way to get some points at LMS to get some rune arrows for high elves. If anyone's interested in seeing me do any PvP content, let me know in the comments. It could be a laugh because I am awful at PvP. Anyway, that's an amulet of power. So I did that thing that YouTubers do, that they're really good at doing, and that is not recording my damn drops. I missed 3 or 4 defenders doing this. So what we're going to do, we're going to skip. Dragon Defender
Collection log slot
unlocked.
completed.
A lapse in concentration is all it takes, and this account is gone. Holy Oh my god. As for now, our setup is as complete as it will be. We are running the Zerghelm, Hardy Cloak, Power Army, Rudder Blessing, D-Skin, Fire Torso, D-Defender, Rune Legs, Addy Gloves, Climbing Boots, and a Ring of Life in an attempt to clear the Perilous Moons. Now, we all know that the Blood Moon is a bitch. I will try and do the step under tactic. And with that tactic in mind, we're off to start the quest. Let's run this. And our first enemy, the Sulphonagua, quickly dispatched. On to the next one. Make campsites 1, 2, and 3. Get 2 talismans. Take them to the magic midget. Have him enchant them. Take them to the blacksmith. Watch the blacksmith get 99 smithing. You are his fan. Use the talismans to track down the thing that talks in hacks back and onomagons. Give her the stuff that she asked for, and you've awakened the 3 wankers. And then going into the first fight, start with the Blue Moon, and as to be expected, she was a bit of a pushover.
Level up completed.
Moving on to the Red Moon, the trouble one. This is how the first fight went. She smashed the life out of me. She smashed the life out of me again. She smashed the life out of me a 3rd time. She sent me home on the next attack. Do you think that stopped me from coming back a 2nd time? Did it? Fuck. Here's the 2nd fight.
slow. Oh, that's not good, bro. Oh, that's not good. Oh my days. I just got TP'd out. Oh, get the I can't do it. Oh, I can't do it. Oh my god. Oh.